Yeah. Yeah. So I want to, as we're getting towards the end here, I want to make sure we get to where
Sure.
I think a lot of your, really great value is in leadership. So I mean, the first question I've got is if you were, like a newer entrepreneur, you're just kind of putting your team together. Maybe it's like just your staff, or maybe it's like a sales team.
Yeah.
How have you found success in inspiring those folks and keeping them motivated? Especially because I mean, we know that sales can be a hard game with like some crazy great highs and some really hard lows sometimes.
Yeah. Well, first off, let me just share with anyone out there that's even in a point where they're struggling at the current moment, or the people that are thinking about taking on something new or what have you. You have the right to be successful and
Yes.
have an amazing start at any company within the first 90 days. If you didn't get that, if you didn't execute against that right, you should think about whether or not you're in the right spot and then
Hmm.
make that adjustment. The first 90 days are everything. And I would argue to say the first 60 days, especially in leadership, matter. If
Hmm.
you can't move a business or a number or make a difference in what that business is doing within 60 days, you have no business being there. I see the VPs of sales spin their wheels against a company. They're there 8 months, 9 months, and the CEO is young and or she's new and she hasn't been doing it yet, and it's her first hire, and all of a sudden the VP of sales is like, "I'm here 8, 9 months. I haven't done anything. Like they're
Yeah.
gonna fire me." No one wants the looming axe, man.
Yep.
But so to the person that's thinking about hiring those leaders and to the leader themselves, you have the right to have an incredible start within 90 days and then go after it, right?
Yep.
I think
Love
the
that.
other thing too is like I even myself, if I was to start a business, at a new company tomorrow as a VP of sales, I would tell the founder I would start as a 1099. That's how I did the one I'm at right now. It's how I did the previous one. Why? Because I don't need to go be a W-2 somewhere, cost money to business, cost headaches and process and everything else until I can show that there's a mutual fit and value.
Yeah.
And any interview is not going to give that to you. So you need to spend time actually doing the job.
Hmm.
And if you're going to lead a team, you need to sell the product. You
Yeah.
can't sit behind your screen and chomp at leadership bits saying, "This is how you do things. This is the sales process," unless you sold the product.
Yeah.
I'll go a step further and tell a CRO or even a CEO, if they haven't sold their own product in a while, get out behind your desk and what you're doing and go sell for a little while. The CEO, the CRO of Drift way back when, I used to have a lot of respect for, because he'd occasionally drop what he was doing to go cold call for a little while and then join his
Wow.
team to learn what was happening in the market and then re-engage in the executive leadership role. And it was like, I remember the LinkedIn at the time blowing up, being like, "Look at this guy." But like, seriously, like he was doing the work. He
Hmm.
was doing the work to understand your customer. And if you're going to be a leader, you cannot be disconnected from your customer. You cannot be disconnected from what your market is giving your team.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to create really improper expectations. You're also going to create really improper, like everything from comp plans to conversations internally. Everything's going to feel off. You need to
Hmm.
be with your customers, and that'll help drive everything that you're doing.